Why didn't Israel see the Hamas attack coming? We speak with Cynthia Pharohat about what she considers the biggest warning sign: silence. She's a fellow at the Middle East Forum and author of The Secret Apparatus, the Muslim Brotherhood's Industry of Death. Cynthia Pharohat, thank you for joining us. A senior leader from Hamas's exiled leadership said that Hamas has been planning this attack for 2 years. What does this tell us?
This tells us exactly what I have been warning against, that the Muslim Brotherhood secret apparatus, which directs their military offshoots such as Hamas, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS, are more dangerous at a so-called time of peace than they are at a time of war.
And what indicates that for you?
Their own words. I have written a book about the Muslim Brotherhood called The Secret Apparatus, the Muslim Brotherhood's Industry of Death. And in their own words, the secret apparatus bylaws, that during the time of so-called peace, or when they are not engaged in direct violence, this time is when they cooperate and conspire to do the worst types of attacks. That is according to their own words, not my conspiracy theory. So the silence for the past 2 years should have been a very, very alarming indication that they are planning something huge.
That's right. And the same leader spoke about how they were actually trying to make it look like they were governing their country and just going about things as business as usual while they were actually planning for this attack secretly. How did the Israeli intelligence miss this?
They have missed it in my opinion, because they're always under attack. So the problem is when you are, like, for example, I used to get 50 to 100 death threats a day. When you get to this amount of threats, sometimes you do not understand which one are serious and which one are not. So I completely understand why it was missed. But at the same time, there should have been vigilance, because historically, and according to their own words and their own admissions, when they are not engaging in direct warfare, they are conspiring to perpetrate something that is absolutely massive.
I wanted to ask, we're talking about all this effort and planning they've been putting into this attack, but it seems like they did all this for just one single day of murdering Israeli citizens.
Yes, and also because this is something I discuss also deeply, because they are obsessed with ritualistically repeating history. The point of this attack was to mimic the attacks, the Egyptian attacks against Israel in 1973 on October 6th. The Muslim Brotherhood sometimes falls victim to its own propaganda. They still believe that they won the Yom Kippur War because they took Israel by surprise. They forget that Israel was 100 kilometers away from Cairo. And that is why President Sadat had to capitulate and sign the peace treaty with Israel. So they forget. They were obsessed by waging the war, but they forgot that it was not finished the way they wanted it to be finished.